helps that it was produced by Steven Spielberg.
Oh, fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Babs Bunny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was actually voiced by a lady who did Angelica's mom, Charlotte, on Rugrats.
Yeah. Buster Bunny, Babs Bunny,
yeah.
No relation.
Tress McNeil, I think her name is. Yeah, she's done a lot of voice, including on Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I know many people probably would put Animaniacs on here, and I really wanted to, but yeah. Animaniacs, I think its biggest problem was I didn't get into it till I was a little bit older. I got into it on reruns.
I never got into it, really.
I really got into it. I never got into Pinky and the Brain. I watched it, but I never could enjoy it as much as I think I should have.
Yeah, I tried to get into that, too. And after a while, it's like, okay, theme song. Okay, theme song's over. Change channel.
Yeah, Tiny Toons, though, is the one that I got into as a kid, stuck into it as an adult, or as a teenager, still love it as an adult. I think that's what helped to keep it around. And Freakazoid, I almost was going to include over Tiny Toons. Because Freakazoid was fantastic for all of its 2 seasons. 2 or 3 seasons. I can't remember. But its big problem was it got to be a lot confusing. It had a narrative and then just decided to drop it. Mm-hmm. It's like first season was actually very narratively driven, and then it's like, oh, here, there's no more narratives. Cool. So, yeah. Tiny Toons, fantastic show. Want the rest of it released on DVD. I think there's still like another season left. So, what about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5. See, I wasn't sure if I could include this on the list since it's not technically a kid's show. It's more of a family sitcom. But you said I could include it, so. My number 5 is Boy Meets World.
See, I would say that easily gets included because it was... it's a family sitcom. It's geared towards kids or younger teenagers.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 seasons really focused on Corey and Sean and Topanga, especially Corey and Sean.
Yeah, a lot of it was very young in its age demographic it was aiming at.
Yeah, just the trials and tribulations of these kids
going through high school and stuff.
Yeah, just dealing with normal kid stuff and eventually. Dealing with puberty and high school and just kind of growing up and just normal kids and God, I was such a Corey. I wanted so much to be Topanga, be that free spirit, don't give a shit what anyone thinks about me kind of.
Boy Meets World was one of the shows I watched, so I never cared one bit about it. I watched it just because it was something to kill time.
I own all 7 seasons. Thanks to somebody.
I wouldn't be bragging too much.
I love that show.
I know.
Now that I don't really have cable, so I can't, I don't have any channels that show reruns, so. Mm-hmm. This way I can watch them whenever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Whenever the hell I feel like it. The last couple seasons were kind of a little ridiculous, but they were still enjoyable.
To be fair, name me a sitcom where its last few seasons didn't get ridiculous. Exactly. Let's see, Roseanne went completely off the rails.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs ended terribly.
It's been forever since I've seen dinosaurs, so I have no idea.
I'll just let you know Dad caused all the dinosaurs to die.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's a sad note to end on. Thanks.
There's only like 2 episodes of dinosaurs I remember. One...
Not the mama.
Yeah, one, like, they all eat, like, pretty much marijuana, and they're all herbivores. Mm-hmm. They start getting to marijuana, and the oldest son, Robbie, is like, you ever feel like we're being watched? Like, secret cameras hidden in the walls? Like, there, or there, or there. And point out all the cameras. And the other one is when the daughter is insecure because her tail is not as long as she thinks it should be. Pretty much a metaphor for
boobs.
Yeah.
Oh, lady, I got some boobs for you then. I have boobs to spare. Oh. So I guess I should move to my number 4. Mm-hmm. My number 4. I told y'all I love superheroes. And Fox
Batman?
Batman almost is going to make it. But again, its biggest problem, I got into it when I was a teenager. I didn't care for it at all when I was a child. In fact, I think that's part of the reason why I was like, I don't know if I can include this all the way. Because it wasn't really geared towards kids. And I know some people are like, well, I can still have kids stuff.
Maybe like older kids as they're about to transition into teenagers.
Yeah.
Because it's a little dark for.
It's a lot dark.
Yeah.
But one show that I think that I can still enjoy it right now, I was able to enjoy as a teenager and I enjoyed as a child. One of my favorite superhero teams, X-Men. Fox Anime made some of the yeah.
All I know is the theme song. I never really grew up on. I tried to get into it, see what the big deal was when I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So
you can't jump into that show feet first and middle of season 2. You will get so confused.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression.
Yeah, because like season 2 is the beginning of the Dark Phoenix saga. And trying to explain the Dark Phoenix saga to anybody who does not read the comic books is like trying to explain quantum physics to somebody who doesn't know what science is. You might as well just bash your head in with a rock. You're going to do much better that way. But still, I love that they were able to take this super absurd comic book series that I love, make it enjoyable to watch, have some great action, great animation, great voice actors, and on top of everything, Captain America and Wolverine were in one episode together where they just went around and kicked ass. And what could you ask for more that way? I know some people are like, well, why is Deadpool not? Deadpool actually was not a thing, really. He was invented in the late 90s, or no, late 80s, late 90s, early 90s. But his true becoming Deadpool as we know him today, the taco chimichanga loving bastard that he is, sorry, I mean, smack you a second ago.
He didn't. But it's not that I felt.
But he did not become what he is till the early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s. So that's why Deadpool wasn't really the Deadpool that we know. That's why it wasn't an X-Men thing. Yeah, X-Men, I love this show. I want to own the rest of it. I have like the first volume. I need 4 more. And I'll own it all. Gonna do like Pokemon, catch 'em all. So, your number 4.
My number 4. We've already discussed this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
I want so much to be Kimberly. Yeah, I loved Kimberly and Tommy, and then they introduced Catherine. And it's like, no, this is not working for me. No, go back to the way it was. No.
And then Kimberly broke up with Tommy and Zio.
And Dear John Layer's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. Like, it was so badass. But it was kind of tame because, it's a kid's show.
Mm-hmm.
I love the kind of campiness of it. And both, like, the Rangers themselves and also Rita and Zed, especially Rita. And though watching it now when I'm all grown up, it's like, wow, this is some bad acting. I was a dumbass. Okay, why the hell did I like this? I mean, I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't know why, but sorry to interrupt you, but that just made me think of one of the later seasons. I don't know if they let the actor just ad-lib and he decided to throw this in there, but they always make a big deal. It's like they must be destroying like empty warehouse district or something because otherwise these monsters are killing thousands of people every time. But like one time he's destroyed these buildings, like, I hate empty warehouses. Urgh! Why are they always empty? It's actually really funny. So, your number 4 is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm. And again, that's just including the first 3 seasons that were actually called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Anything after that is just called Power Rangers.
Yay or nay. Technically, all Power Rangers are connected.
I know, but still.
Especially considering you got to now include Dino. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. Dino Thunder? Yeah, Dino Thunder. Tommy was in it. He was a main character at that. And also, like, Disney didn't like the fact they thought he was cussing every time we did sit thing. So they told him to quit.
It's like, how does it sound like he's cussing? It's sounding like doing, wow, yeah.
It's not like he's saying
Doing
shit, because they don't listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, it's not like he's just doing, karate cry things. Wow.
Jason David Frank is smacking himself in the head right now. No.
I had such a crush on Tommy when I was a kid.
He just like that long hair that he had.
Oh, yes. I think that was the start of my guys with long hair obsession. So your number 3 is I continue to pet your hair.
My number 3 is the most famous and probably the best of all the CGI animated shows. Reboot. Reboot had a great first season, a fantastic second season, and then just one of the best third seasons ever. You talk about an emotional roller coaster throughout the entire series whenever they decide to really pick up and have an actual kind of narrative to everything. You have also just great voice acting. I still cry whenever at the end of, I'm pretty sure it's season 2, when we think that, what's the kid's name? Chip?
Something like that.
I can't remember his freaking name.
All I remember is the older sister Dot. That's...
Yeah, Dot, and I can't remember even the other guy.
Yeah, I can't remember the other guy's name either, or the villains. I can't remember anybody's name but Dot.
Megabyte. I do remember Megabyte. Yeah,
Wasn't he voiced by Tony J?
yes, he was.
That guy was way too good at voicing a villain. Because he had a villain voice, to be fair.
Is this a bad thing?
Now he's no longer with us. May he rest in peace.
Hexadecimal. That's the other villain.
Yeah.
Don't know why they came up with that name.
Computer nerds?
Yeah. Enzo. That's his name. Enzo. Yeah.
I also remember there was like a Yoda-like character. I can't remember what...
Yeah, he kind of just... He
was useless.
Yeah. Spout vague wisdom.
Yeah, these vague cliches. Like, thanks, fortune cookie. Helps me none at all.
Yeah. But still, this is a fantastic looking show. It's also... That's the reason why people rail on shit like the Donkey Kong Country television show. Yeah, that was a thing. It was not a good thing either.
Okay.
It was like a $2 trick and you're wondering why you get 7 STDs from it. It was not a good thing at all. It's like, this is going to hurt me a lot more than I am hurting. And I am hurting it. Ow! Yeah, and it's all. And the bad part is Donkey Kong Country came out like 3 years after Reboot originally started, and it looked not marginally, but massively worse. The voice acting and lips did not go together. Nothing looked good. Maybe it also didn't help that Reboot's supposed to be very, angular in their looks. Yeah, I love Reboot. Probably, it was a sign that CGI shows and movies, everything could work.
Yeah, I remember that being one of those shows I woke up on Saturday mornings for.
Mm-hmm.
Back when Saturday mornings were worth getting up for.
Yeah, now if you get up on Saturday mornings because you're an idiot. Or you work.
Yeah. It's like if I wake up before 11:30 at least on Saturdays, I must have to go to work.
Yeah.
Or we got a movie to catch or something.
Yeah. Even nowadays, kids, it's not even a good reason for them to get up.
Yeah, the things like there's maybe like 2 hours worth of stuff, and it's all educational shit.
Yeah. Let's let the kids just watch some characters get exploded.
Yeah, I love Sunday mornings. Oh my god, it's even worse. Like one channel shows this thing called Safari, and another, like the Justice Network, shows Wild About Animals. It's like, yeah, that's what people tune into this channel for. I'm sorry, but no. It's like all this educational stuff. It was like, okay, it's, really neat trying to educate kids, but kids don't give a shit. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I was like, if you can make it fun to learn about stuff, like Magic School Bus, then kids are going to tune in.
Yeah.
But if you are making it simply educational, and kind of a documentary style.
You don't have any good Bill Nye stuff or anything.
Yeah. That's another show I was considering putting on this. I mean, it even works as like a teenager in high school, wheeling that TV into the classroom. I was like, yeah.
Bill Nye Day, yeah.
It's like all you can do is watch Bill Nye.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, you don't even have to pay attention usually because you've already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you've already studied it.
Oh,
of course, there's always that knockoff on NBC, Bigman's World.
Yeah.
I actually watched that too.
I wouldn't brag about that. Oh. So,
But, yeah.
you're number 3, though.
My number 3, I think we briefly mentioned earlier, gargoyles.
Yeah, we mentioned gargoyles. I figured gargoyles was going to end up on your list. I'm going to admit, my problem with gargoyles, the first couple episodes didn't hook me. I missed a couple, tried to watch more, fell into the middle of the Macbeth part.
The Macbeth saga.
That's not a good spot to start.
Yeah, there are a lot of...
It's like...
There's surprisingly, for a kid's show, a lot of episodes are like part 4, part 5. Like, there's like the pilot episode, Awakening part 1 through 5. And if you don't watch all those, like, you're kind of gonna miss something. And there's City of Stone parts 1 through 4. Then after that, they were usually like 2 or 3 parts. And you're like, okay, let's go easy on these kids. Because like, even though they were airing like each night back then, instead of once a week. Yeah, it's like kids' memories. Like you have to remember are like little gerbils. So.
Yeah, and I was a major gerbil.
So was I. But yeah, I love gargoyles. I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but I had the biggest crush on Goliath.
You're not the only girl who had a crush on Goliath. It also doesn't help it's voiced by Keith David,
yes.
And Keith David, you can just make everybody's panties melt. Even guys like, I didn't even know I was wearing panties. No, I'm melting.
Like nostalgia critic, I'd go gay for that voice.
I'd go gay for that voice.
Yeah, it's like, I loved his voice, like how deep it was. And I loved that he was purple. Favorite color. And I loved mostly that he was so noble. Like he was like this gentle giant. Like he had this quiet strength about him where, for the most part, like he was very, it's like trying to be logical about something. But you piss him off, you're going to hear him roar.
And have your arms ripped off and be beat to death with them.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I love that.
Yeah, I think my biggest is just gargoyles. Like, I'd never watched it earnestly enough. Again, I'm not a Disney kind of guy.
And
that's my
so many voice actors on that show. You have Keith David, again. You had, the guy who did the voice of Hudson. I can see his face. He used to be on Mary Tyler Moore Show. Oh my God, it's going to bug me. You had Tim Curry. I want to say Tony J was on an episode.
I'm pretty sure Tony J was. I don't think there was a kid show Tony J didn't do a voice for at one point.
And I was like, I'm trying to think, who would he have voiced? I don't know. Rocky Carroll for NCIS fans. Who else? There was a lot of people who did voice work, surprisingly. A lot of Star Trek.
Ed Asner.
Yeah, Ed Asner, that's his name.
Frank Welker, he did the voice of
that
Bronx.
Yeah, that dog-looking.
Because Frank Welker always did voices of animals.
Mm-hmm. Like a Boo from Latin.
Mm-hmm. And then, he's most well known for...
What's that?
Megatron. It's like, okay, hi Frank.
Yeah, he mostly does animal stuff, like...
Yeah.
Like, just animal noises and stuff.
Frank is odd. He's an odd man, but we love Frank.
Yeah, see, there's also... who was it, Clancy Brown? Or no... Kurgan.
It's Clancy Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, Clancy Brown and Laura San Giacomo and Tim Cummings, Matt Brewer.
You could go through just have 5,000 people.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god. It's like, it's surprising how many famous people have appeared on the show. Well, have lent their voices to, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I just never could get into it.
yeah,
That's my big problem.
Yeah, one thing it's really famous for, a lot of Star Trek actors.
Oh, yeah. Like,
there's Nichelle Nichols from the original series. Oh my god, so many people from Next Generation. There's Riker, Deanna, Worf.
Popping Knuckles.
My finger pops. Data.
LeVar.
Yeah, LeVar Burton, though you can't really tell it's him. Gosh, who else?
Hell, Avery Brooks is in it.
Yeah, Avery Brooks from DS9.
Oh, Janeway was in this.
Yeah, she did voice.
Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, Kate Mulgrew. Yeah, she did a voice. We actually did 2 different voices, though it turns out they were the same person. Yeah, she played Fox's mother. Was it no? I want to call her Janine Renard. It's like, no, that's Fox's real name before she changed it. It's
I don't know.
something. God, this is gonna kill me now. But yeah, a lot of famous people, a lot of stuff to geek out about.
I'm just going to read off Bruce Timm's things. That way I'll get pissed off at Bruce Timm because I'm reading it from Wikipedia, so it might be wrong. Bruce Timm, who dismissed gargoyles as a kind of namby-pamby with all the Celtic fantasy crap, in 1999 interview in the animation blog Cartoon Brew, there you go, I'll mention y'all too, which cited the series as an example of juvenile mediocrities. Okay. I don't know why he's at. My biggest is just I fell into the middle of the show. I just never could get into it.
Yeah, you kind of have to watch it from the beginning, otherwise you're gonna be like, what the fuck's going on?
I was doing that a lot.
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, I have the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'll start from the 3rd.
You really want to be confused.
What's going on?
Yeah, after the first episode, season 3 really went off the rails.
Oh. So I guess we should start wrapping this up since I got 2 more pieces.
I don't know, it's like we've gone off topic long enough.
My number 2 may not technically be a kid show. I think of it as one. I originally saw it as a kid, and it's what got me into one of the many things that got me into anime. More importantly, got me into mech anime. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I can include it because even if you go by the Japanese premiere, it was 1995 it came out. And 97 is when it came here to the States.
Nikki.
Yeah, it was the first real series I watched every single episode purposely. I made sure not to miss it. I wanted to make sure I could leave school on time just so I could get home to see it because it came on at like 4. I want to say. I loved every single second of it. It was the reason why I got into anime, that and Dragon Ball Z. I know people are like, Dragon Ball Z, sure. Yeah, but a lot of y'all probably got into anime because of it. Fucking hipsters. Yeah, I still love Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Did I know that there was nearly 20 years of shows before that? No, didn't know that at all. But it's what got me into anime. It helped to nurture it.
Well, it's good that you can watch it from that and not be confused about like what the hell's going on. Feel like you're being dropped in the middle of all this.
Oh, you can feel that way if you watch like episode 5. You'd be like, I don't know what's going on. Who's talking? Who is that? Why is this person important?
Well, it just means like if you watch it from the beginning, then like you're not feel like you're gonna be dropped in the middle of like of all these Mobile Suit Gundam shows.
Yeah, thank goodness.
That you like.
It kind of hints that there is a history somewhere, but it never really delves into it, which is actually kind of good. Something we spoke about earlier. It's just, it helps to build a lore.
Yeah.
Which is actually very interesting. Again, it might not technically be a kid show because it's actually really fucking violent and really, they cuss a shit ton in it. But to be fair, when I watched it, I did watch anything but the edited version because that was the best way to watch it. But yes, fantastic show. Still love it. What about you? Your numero dos.
Well, we're going back to Nickelodeon. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Show that does not hold up at all.
I still love that show. I mean, some of the stuff's like not as scary as it was when I was a kid.
To be fair, you can get scared of your own shadow.
But, yeah. There's still some stuff that's really creepy. Even nowadays. And there's some stuff that wasn't really that scared of. That now, for some reason, as an adult, it's like, wow, that's really creepy. Can we, like, a lot of stuff with clowns. Even though I don't have a clown phobia, it's like those clowns are freaking creepy on there. It's like anytime they show clown, yeah, that's the point. But it's like,
oh, wait till I actually show her horror movies.
And if I'm not mistaken, the kid who, like anytime there was a thing with clowns, it was always the same kid telling those stories. If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe he had a clown fear.
Possibly. Yeah, I had clown obsession.
Yeah. I think my issue was just when I was a kid, I was watching Tales from the Crypt. I know, perfect kid material there. I have a weird childhood. But
I never watched Tales from the Crypt. I watched Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Oh,
the
that's not
animated
a good
kids
idea.
version on Saturday mornings.
That was a terrible idea.
Yeah, I think it came on right after or right before the Addams Family cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying so.
Wow, you did not make a good choice there watching that. But Tales from the Crypt was a lot rougher than anything that Are You Afraid of the Dark did. Now, that's my big issue. Just Are You Afraid of the Dark never
kind of tame to you as a kid. To me, I was kind of sheltered. Let you know anything about my childhood. I was kind of sheltered. I'm an only child. My mother is very overprotective, even to this day. It's because I'm her only baby. She worries about me. I'm the only thing she has to worry about. That and her fur babies.
Yep.
Who love me to death.
Oh, but I guess I should go to my number one. Talk about my favorite 90s kids show.
Oh yeah, one more thing about Are You Afraid of the Dark? I wanted so much to be part of the Midnight Society. I wanted to form my own Midnight Society. But
Till we include the fact that we don't want to go outside that night. Kid, it's Texas. It's either hot or it's raining. We don't got a middle ground. Oh, my number one, I don't think anybody's going to include them as their number one. But the more, like every single one of these lists, I kind of almost surprise myself. Because it's the show that I remember the most. It's the show that I love the most, that I could still, what I can watch to this day, I can still enjoy a ton.
it still holds up.
Yeah, it still holds up very, very well. And I still have not seen the final episode because of freaking UPN, because of what it came on. That tells you anything. That is Mighty Max.
I love Mighty Max.
Mighty Max is...
Yeah, I totally forgot about Mighty Max till he said something. It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, I love that show and the magic hat.
Yeah, I wanted to be Max.
That's another show that Tony J was on.
Mm-hmm.
Except he wasn't the bad guy, surprisingly.
Yeah, he was a chicken.
Yes. He wasn't a chicken, he was a...
He was a fowl. He made a joke always. Because Max would call him a chicken. I'm not a chicken, I'm a fowl.
And yeah, maybe it's just me with that one warrior dude who's supposed to be protecting Max. Mm-hmm. Looks a lot like Xanatos from Gargoyles.
Yeah, he does. But to be fair, Gargoyles ripped them off because they came out afterwards. Yeah, Mighty Max.
Every morning before school. Watch that. Or at least I tried to. I always couldn't finish it because Mom was rushing me out the door to get me to school. I was like, I want to finish this.
Thank goodness I walked. I walked. People left me the hell alone. Oh, I forgot Ford Burton was the guy who did the voice of it. And hey, since we haven't went in enough circles, Tim Curry, I forgot, did Skullmaster.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Wow, these actors really made the rounds on our cartoon.
They made the rounds in our childhoods.
Mm-hmm. They really got around.
Yeah.
Or at least their voices did.
Yeah, you have some of the best voice acting, some really good, fight scenes, some really good actual stories, because you have this kid warping around through different dimensions, time, lines and everything. Again, UPN, you suck. You never showed the final episode because you're sadists. Well, it's bad because also in the episode before that, Norman died. He got eaten by a giant spider. And you saw it. It was like as a kid, it like traumatized me. And then I'm like, next episode. Wait, why is it not on? Why is it not on? And they never showed the final episode. I think they reran it on Cartoon Network for like one time, and they stopped midway through the second season. Like, thanks, assholes. I really want to see the final episode.
That's cruel.
Yeah, at least they showed the rest of Reboot. UPN screwed over that too. They stopped they kept showing like same stuff and would show it out of order too. UPN's weird. I wouldn't know why they got shit canned. Yeah, Mighty Max.
I wonder. Ninja Turtles. What channel did that originally air on? Do you remember?
I don't know. When it came out, I was 1. Actually, I was born when it came out.
I'm trying to remember. It's like I know.
I don't think it was Fox. It was
I think in later
else.
seasons it aired on like ABC. I want to say, or no, I have no clue.
Oh well, I will look up your anthropomorphic animals.
Big word for the day.
Mm-hmm. I will.
Yeah, I only ask because like you saying that, Aaron.
CBS.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles was bad about that airing stuff out of order.
Hell, they did that on the DVDs.
Yeah, it's like they put it in the order that it originally aired. It's like, no, give it to us in the order it's supposed to air in. Like, there's one episode where Krang and Shredder, like the
Technodrome?
I don't know why the hell that's so difficult to remember that. But the Technodrome was stuck because his lava had flowed from this volcano on Dimension X, this planet. And it had dried and like gotten them stuck. And like one episode, they were trying to get out of it, and then like a later episode that aired. Like,
it happens.
Yeah, it's like I'm so confused. Didn't we already wait?
Any channels for me that were past 9 would show some really fantastic kids shows, but they showed them really fucking out of order. UPN, CBS. That's why I was really finicky about them. Even though I still watch My Max because My Max is fantastic.
It's like some of the networks run by a bunch of sadists like to confuse the hell out of little kids.
Nah, they didn't care. It's their problem. They just did whatever they wanted to. Yeah, Mighty Max. I want to see the final episode. I want this on DVD, actual regular DVD. I don't want to bootleg. Not because I don't want to, but because I actually want to pay money for this show. I want to give the creators money so that way I can say, you did good. Good on you, sir. Yeah, I need
Watch,
Mighty Max.
They finally
money.
release it on DVD. You see the final episode finally, and it's shit.
I don't think so because it was going to be a fantastic showdown between him and Skullmaster, and it was actually building up throughout the entire season. It was fantastic.
I'm just saying, your luck. Not anything.
I just want closure. It's all I want. Like so many of these shows, I'm like, this show was awesome. There was no closure. This show was even better. No closure.
Oh, another reason why networks were sadists.
Yeah. So, what about you? Your number one 90s kids show.
Well, we're still with Nickelodeon. Rugrats.
I had a feeling about that.
Yeah, I didn't mention it was on my list, and first time I've gotten to it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved Rugrats. That was the cartoon I think every 90s kid grew up on.
It's the show that I think every kid knew.
Yeah.
Like, even if you didn't almost watch it, you still knew what Rugrats was.
You still knew the characters.
Mm-hmm. It's probably one of the most iconic 90s shows, even though technically it's because there's sometimes a 2000 show, which is incorrect. Came out in the mid-90s.
Yeah, it came out when we were little kids.
Well, little was, subjective in terms of words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up to see its exact time.
I recall being like 8 years old and watching on this like little TV I had in my room.
So 94, huh? 91 is actually when it came out.
I didn't say it was the first season that I was watching.
You never stated.
I'm just saying, like, I recall watching it.
Wait,
So,
what?
yeah, it was the 90s. The not 2000 show. What?
What is this? Why is this?
What
Why was
the
this
hell?
a thing?
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that. It was focusing on this, Rugrats preschool days, also known as, Angelica and Susie's preschool days or something like that. It's like, it focused on, Angelica and Susie.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I love Susie. She was so nice to the babies.
Mm-hmm. All Grown Up actually wasn't a bad show.
Yeah, it's like, it wasn't bad.
It was good for what it was. In fact, it also matured the themes of Rugrats, which is actually kind of admirable.
Yeah. And the characters, for the most part, still stay the same.
Yeah.
Like, Angelica was still a bit of a self-centered bitch.
How in the hell is... I have never seen it. It says that All Grown Up is on Splat. I've never seen it there. You lie! Oh well.
But, yeah.
Yeah, Rugrats.
Yeah, I see you being a Tommy.
Me? Never.
Yeah. You are a Tommy, I can tell. You're like, you were a Tommy when you were a kid.
Yeah, like I'm brave or something.
Just maybe. So you don't give a shit what anyone thinks.
Yeah, that's very true. There ain't no fucks I will give about any of this. People want to say.
Me, when I was a kid, I was a little bit of Chucky, a little bit of Angelica. I don't know how the hell that worked. It just did. That was me. I still think I'm a little bit Chucky, a little bit Angelica.
What? Sorry, I am... Oh, they premiered Space Cases on the Splat. But it's never whenever I watch it. See? January 1st. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone more than I am talking with y'all people.
Yeah, I see they have like Weirville and Welcome Freshmen. It's like, I love those shows. The Welcome Freshmen, I don't think a lot of people remember.
I remember. I was like...
I remember.
Yeah, like they have Mystery Files of Shelby Woo.
I remember that show. I love that show.
Journey of Alan Strange.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah, Chalk Zone, because of course.
Never really watched that. Action League now.
It's funny, they show Action League now, but they do not show Kablam.
Yeah.
I think it's a rights issue or something. Nope, never mind. There it is. Did Yeah, damn, I don't know.
They didn't ever show Welcome Freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one we're watching.
I only see Angry Beavers.
Or
Plenty of
Rugrats,
angry
or Hey
vaginas.
Arnold.
Angry vaginas everywhere.
Or Rugrats, or Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Or Cat Dog. Dear God, kill me with Cat Dog.
So, that is our list. We know this has been long, and I've been staring at my phone throughout half of it.
Yeah, I mean, just like staring over your shoulder. But that looked rich.
Yeah. But yeah, if you have a different idea of what you think the best animated show is, hey, leave it down here in
Or
the comments.
kids shows
Yeah.
in general, not just animated.
Only animated kids shows.
90s kids shows.
Yeah, there we go. You know, let us know. I'm curious because there are a few that I know I forgot, like Pirates of Dark Water. I want to say that was like a 90s show. Exo Squad, which was fun, even though its precursor was Probotech. You know, there are so many fantastic shows. I would love to hear your voice. Let me know. Reach out to me. But hey, we might do this again. We might do another list of 90s kids shows. Just to, you know, let more out there. Get more off our chest. Say that we loved. So.
But next time, we shall be doing, was it best of or worst of?
Yeah, I know it's going to seem a little early. But
The year's
in 2
almost
weeks,
up.
Yeah, in 2 weeks it will be well, technically we're supposed to do one next week, which is 24th, but who cares? We'll probably miss next week or the next time when normally it will come out, which will be the 24th. We're going to put one out on the 31st. Well, we're going to try to, put it that way. But
Life happens.
yeah. really, what reason why is because we're going to do the best and worst movies of this year. We're going to go ahead and do what everybody else does and put out our own list of what we think are the
So
best
we're
and
doing
worst.
both? Just to clarify here.
No, we're not going to do them both same time. No, no, no. That's a lot of videos. We might film them same time, but I'll let you know they'll come out in different bits. Next time you will see the worst of 2016. And that's going to be a fun list. Especially for me, because there was some shit I saw you didn't see.
I'd say a lot more movies that you saw this year.
Yeah.
Because I had to work.
I've seen shit that'll turn you white. Oh. Yeah, that's our ending of the best 90s kids shows. We will see you in about 2-ish weeks or so. Sorry for the break, but hey, it gives us time to fill our list and make sure it's very narrowed down and everything. But hey, until then, we'll have some Sunday fun days for you. So until then, we'll see you all later.
See you next time.